When I woke up, I had already been buried underground. Darkness completely surrounded me. All I could see in front of me was cold, damp soil. Even the sunroof was sealed shut by a thick layer of mud. No matter how hard I tried, the car door would not move at all. It was as if a huge mountain were pressing down from above. I grabbed my phone to call for help, but there was absolutely no signal. I shook it again and again. There wasn't even a single bar on the screen. In panic, I turned on the radio. Harsh static filled the cabin. That deadly silence told me how serious the situation was. I forced myself to calm down. I tried to start the engine, only to find that it was completely jammed. I began pounding on everything I could reach, venting all my fear. The car suddenly shook violently. I pressed myself tightly against the seat, no longer daring to move. Only when the silence returned did I understand that panic could not solve the problem. I slowed my breathing and began to think. I raised the rearview mirror to check my body. The car trembled again. The soil was still rising, which meant the car was continuing to sink. When everything became quiet once more, I recorded my last words on my phone. I took out the manual and roughly described my location. This was a section of road with heavy traffic. Someone would definitely come to save me. A trace of hope rose in my heart. I began to take stock of the supplies in the car. I prepared to wait quietly for rescue, but a sudden sound froze me in place. I turned my head. Cracks began to appear in the glass of the sunroof. I made a crude brace with rope and tape, but the phone was still tilted and could not be fixed in place. I let a drop of water fall. The car was clearly tilted. Ants crawled out of the air vent. A wave of relief washed over me. An ant nest is usually about 3 meters deep. After figuring out the situation, I turned off the headlights, laid the seat flat, and decided to wait for rescue in my sleep. I don't know how long it was. When I woke up again, it was not rescue that woke me, but red ants crawling into my shoes. I looked at my phone. More than 5 hours had passed. My composure began to crumble. Panic slowly swallowed me. I took off my clothes and slowly moved closer to the window. I gently tapped on the glass, feeling the mud outside. The echo was crisp. I tried to open the window. Just as I had expected, no mud poured in. I rolled up my sleeve and reached my hand outside the car. I had to find out how deep I was buried.